Well, hello. I'm glad you're with us today. We are looking forward to another wonderful school year, and we need good and safe bus drivers to carry that out. Now, as you know, last year we didn't end the school year the way we had thought we would, and it looks like it'll be different to begin the school year this year. But that doesn't mean your job's still not important. So I want to take a few minutes just to go over a couple of things that I think will help you to not only be a better school driver, but to be a safer school bus driver. I want to remind you, first of all, I know there's been some questions about the CDL Medical Certification. All drivers are going to have this. We've been doing that as you renewed so far, and if you become medically certified and you do not renew it properly, you can actually lose your CDL. So you have to keep up with it. Remember, the expiration date of your medical will not be on your birth date. It'll actually be on the anniversary date of when you were in the doctor's office. So you have to keep up with that date separately. Every driver, even if you have not yet renewed, every driver will have to be medically certified by January the 1st of 2021. That means there's going to be a lot of you kind of come through over the next few months. If you don't get certified by January 1, then your school bus driver certification will be canceled. So you have to work that out. Something I've observed in watching you drive around the county, I've seen several of you that don't always drive with your safety belt. You must wear your safety belt at all times when operating a commercial motor vehicle or a school bus. So please do that. If you were to hit a pothole or a curb, not having the belt on could actually cause you to be thrown out of the seat. Can't control the bus that way. So wear that belt. It's the safest thing to do, and it is the law. Also, just a quick reminder, you are not to use your cell phone while driving. If you need to make a call or answer a call, you need to stop the bus, take care of the call, and then drive. While you are driving, your primary responsibility is to be the driver, not to carry on a conversation on the phone. I have also observed, just randomly, many of you doing your pre-trip inspections before you take off. And I've noticed a lot of you are not doing a full inspection. Remember, safety is the primary reason we inspect buses. We want to make sure they are going to be safe to operate. Also, it is required by law. So if you either don't do your inspection or if you take shortcuts with it and don't check everything, if something happens later that can be traced back to a faulty or a missing inspection, you're going to be on the hook for that. Don't take that chance. Make sure everything is checked so that it is safe to operate that bus. During that inspection, one of the things I've seen that is lacking more than about anything, full check of the lights. That means your signal lights and brake lights need to be checked, and that's the two I see that are missed most often. Also, check your brakes. You need to make sure the air brake system works correctly. Make sure the low air pressure warning signal comes on when the air pressure drops to about 60 psi. If you don't check it, you don't know if it works. Then make sure that the spring brakes will in fact come on when the pressure continues to drop. You have to check this by lowering the air pressure until the button pops out. Should be about 30 psi. If you don't verify it works, how can you be comfortable that it will work in the emergency situation it's designed for? You also need to make sure your brakes are working correctly and are adjusted. You do this by a simple quick check, the parking brake, with it engaged, put it transmission in gear and try to move the bus. If the bus moves, the brake's not adjusted. It needs to be fixed. If it does not move, it passes. Then check your service brake. Just hit the brake lightly as you start to pull off slowly. If the bus pulls to one side, the brakes are not adjusted. That one I think most of you do because you're leaving the parking lot. The parking brake check you don't always do. Remember, you should always set the parking brake if you're going to leave the bus. And if you're going to be where you cannot actually see the bus, you cannot control it, you need to drain the air off. If you don't, the bus could either roll around or somebody else could get on the bus and release the brake and it would still move. If you lower the air pressure down, you know that bus is not going to roll around unless someone with a key comes back to air it up. It doesn't take long to air back up, and it's the safest thing to do. And just a quick word on the dangers of loading and unloading. That is the most dangerous time for our children. More students are struck and killed while either getting on the bus or off the bus than at any other time involved in student transportation. We must be cautious. We must be observant anytime the students are within that danger zone around our bus, which is anywhere from 10 to 30 feet. Remember, when you are picking them up, you need to stop within about 15 feet of the kids, not closer, because you don't want them in the danger zone while you're moving. You come to a complete stop, put the transmission in neutral, and set the parking brake. Then you can verify traffic is stopped, and once everything is okay, open the door and signal the kids to come on board. They shouldn't move until you signal them. Make sure you always watch traffic. It's a fact, people don't always stop for the bus like they're supposed to. Violations are always going up. In any given day in this state, 3,000 violations occur. That means there's 3,000 opportunities for a student to be hit. Always be attentive. Watch your students, watch traffic. If you do have a violation, get as much information as you can about the car, the tag number, the exact location and time. If you can, describe the driver as well. And we can get this reported so we can help enforce the North Carolina school bus stop law. I hope you have a wonderful and safe school year. If you need me for anything or just have a question, don't hesitate to call. Thank you.